Today's product review is on the Aera P2 precision trucks. These trucks are pretty straightforward. They're stable with a strong center, only deviating from that strong center after deliberate input from the rider. They turn good with a direct and consistent lean and feel with a sort of nimble-ish turn. And despite not having a slop stopping system added on, for example an insert bushing or a quin pin, these trucks have no slop. The tight bushing seat, thick pivot cup and thin pivot are what I believe eliminates slop in this truck. I believe this is what gives it that strong center and direct feel when you're leaning and turning. And what results is a truck that's stable at speed and only turns when you want it to. These trucks feel awesome underfoot, they take great lines, slide good, and they're great for both stand-up and hands-down riding. In my opinion, P2s are a truck that can truly bridge the gap between downhill and freeride. They're narrow enough for really wide downhill wheels, but still wide enough for narrower freeride wheels. With these trucks, I've been able to have a mix of both hands up and hands down riding. It's been really fun. However, I do think they could use some adjustability. About 10mm of adjustability would truly make this a truck that can do both hands down aggressively and stand up sliding aggressively. You don't have to pick one over the other. Because at the end of the day, these were a little bit too narrow for narrower freeride wheels and I had to stick to wider freeride wheels. The other thing to keep in mind with these trucks is that they're just a narrow downhill truck. They are not a slalom downhill truck. They aren't meant to be used on those tiny wheelbases. They're essentially just a narrow truck to allow your wheels to fit better under your board and under your feet. And not any truck can work well in that narrow width. You need one designed from the ground up to work well in that narrow width. Other things to keep in mind with the P2s: number one, they tend to turn bushings to mush. For example, Venom HPF bushings don't feel like they have as much rebound in these trucks. Bushings with slightly higher rebound, for example the hardcore barrels or Venom SHRs, feel a lot better in these trucks. The other thing is that these trucks have a pretty low ride height. This is awesome as it allows for a smoother transition between sliding and gripping, but does make getting wheel bite a little bit easier. If you have deep flush mounting on your deck, a riser or two might be a good idea. It also means when you wedge them, you don't add too much ride height, which is always a positive. And that's pretty much everything you need to know about the Aera P2s. They're a really awesome truck. If you just want a narrower truck for downhill or freeride, they're one of the best options you can go for. They're a great option if you don't really want to commit to the whole slalom downhill thing and still want to freeride a little bit as well. This review was more of a summary. For an in-depth review of these trucks, check out the accompanying write-up to this video, link in the description. Big thanks to you for watching this video. Big thanks to the patrons. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment. It really helps the video out. If you haven't subscribed, do subscribe. Big shout out to Connor Love for sending me these trucks to review. These have allowed me to put together my dream setup, which is basically the free dive with trucks like these. And yeah, being able to hands down and then stand up, you know, the same setup in the same session has been a dream come true. So yeah man, big thanks to you. And yeah, shout out Connor Love, man. Catch you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this review.